One part of the war that we've gotten very little insight into is the battle for the skies, for air superiority. That's why it's important, we think, you hear from the man I spoke with just before airtime. He's currently a fighter pilot in the Ukrainian Air Force. He was on standby when we spoke to him in full flight gear and wearing his helmet to partially protect his identity. We agreed to only refer to him by his call sign, Juice. Juice, thank you for joining us. First of all, I have to ask you, where did you get the call sign Juice? It sounds like American.
Yeah, it's a real American call sign. During my trip in US a few years ago, my friends from California Air National Guard named me because I don't drink alcohol, and every time in in the bars, I just asking for some juice.
The Russian Air Force, all the military analysts have said that the Russian Air Force has not been able to get air supremacy. Can you just talk a little bit about why that is?
Yeah, they're not able to gain full air superiority, but almost full. They have almost full air superiority because we have pretty limited number of air defense systems, limited number of aircraft, and all our systems are pretty old. So we are trying to fight. We do everything what we could. We are trying to do best, and Russians have a lot of losses, and they have a fear of our air defense, so they couldn't fly here just comfortable for them. So we really fight them as well as we could, but unfortunately we couldn't gain our air superiority in our skies.
So every day to maintain readiness, you stay in your plane on the ground, monitoring the skies in order to respond if necessary.
Yeah, so I'm sitting just near aircraft or just in the cockpit, and my colleagues on the from the radar units, they're just giving me the information about targets, and I'm taking off and intercepting these threats.
What does the Air Force need? Obviously, President Zelensky has talked a lot about trying to close the skies. That involves both Russian aircraft, but of course also Russian ballistic missiles, artillery, things which are doing great damage to buildings and communities across Ukraine.
Yeah, so maybe about 90% of damage of destructions in our cities, it's an aviation and missiles, both of cruise missiles and ballistic missiles. So that's why we need to improve our capabilities of our air defense. Both of them, the ground and the air part of this. So we need a efficient ground air defense systems, and we need some modern fighter jets to gain the air superiority to fight effectively against these threats. As bombers, attackers, helicopters, cruise missiles, all of them.
Let me just ask you a personal question for you. What is it like for you to be in the midst of this, to be facing this overwhelming force? Obviously, Ukrainian fighters have done very well and have been mounting an extraordinary defense. How do you feel to be a part of it?
It's just my job. I was trained for this, so I was ready for this war, and I was preparing for this war as well as my colleagues. So all of us are ready to fight just with our jets, with our guns, even just in the field with a rifle. So our people, and including me, we are ready to fight Russians, and we are ready to defend our country, to defend our people in absolutely any ways. But we need tools, effective tools, to do this efficiently.
Juice, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Stay safe.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town, all through the town. The wipers on the bus go swish, swish,